Hi guys, welcome to So Easy by Sandy. Today we are making a stunning diamond quilt block that, as usual, is beautiful, very colorful, and very easy to make. We'll need lots of squares though, so we might as well get started. Let's do this, shall we? Okay, for this block we will need 8 4-inch wide squares that we've got right here. Then we bring out the colors and we will need 8 different colors. So one 4-inch square for 4 different colors. And these are the ones I've picked. And 2 4-inch squares for another 4 colors. So we've got those right here. First step is we take 1 square from each color and then we'll just pair them together like so, trying not to mix similar colors like green on green or blue on blue. That doesn't really make sense, so we pair them like so. And then we just draw a diagonal line across these squares like I'm about to do right now. We are going to make a line from one place to the other, just like this. Be careful so the fabric doesn't move, because my ruler has a pin underneath, so if yours does too, it may slide off. Okay, so now we will be using our 1/4-inch sewing foot to sew on each side of this line. Okay, so now that we have sewn on both sides of our line, we just cut the line. And just like that, we will end up having 8 squares divided into 2 fabrics like so. Okay, so here are our half squares. Oh, they're not half squares, are they? They are a perfect square divided into 2 fabrics. So our mixed squares, maybe? I don't know what to call them. These are our first 8. Ready to go. And guess what? What we'll be doing next is taking the remaining color fabrics and 4 of our white squares and doing the exact same thing we just did in order to get our 8 squares once we're finished. Okay, so now that we have all our beautiful divided squares nice and pressed, we are going to trim them into 3.5-inch squares. You see, this is our guide here. Our 45-degree line is what we guide ourselves with, for the first 2 cuts at least. Then we can just measure the 3.5 and cut all of the excess, like so. Here we go, guys, my favorite part of the process, and today's puzzle is a true joy. Okay guys, here we go, my favorite part of the process, and this puzzle is actually going to be really, really colorful, so I cannot wait to see how it goes. Like this. This one goes like this. We can add one of those white squares here. Now we can do this and this and another white square, and yeah, these ones will be trimmed, no problem. And this and this. Ooh, this is going to be a big one. Like this, like this, and this. Oh, and the white one like this. And now it's this and this one. Okay. And as you can see, oops, this one is turned all the way around. And you got a few little squares left, but that's okay. And here we go. Our diamond is looking lovely. Now guys, tell me, have you ever had this issue where you're watching a tutorial or a project that you really want to make and you're really excited, but as you're watching those steps you're thinking, oh no, there's no way I can do this, and you're getting overwhelmed and you're talking yourself out of it? You know, I get that too a lot, you know, not so much for sewing, more for my watercolor projects, because I'm just starting out. Maybe it's because I'm stubborn, or because I know myself a little bit by now and I know that I tend to underestimate my abilities. I know that the only way I can know for sure if I am able to do something is by doing it, you know, by starting. I guess what I mean to say here is, if you're feeling overwhelmed with this project, you know, with all the squares and whatnot, or with anything really, you know, anything in your life, don't give up, okay? Not until you've tried it. Because most things are so much easier when you actually get to do them. You know, sometimes you're just following that sequence and before you know it, you're finished and you are very much able to do it. And if it is too much, you can always go back, practice a little bit more and try it again, right? So please think about that, you know, the next time you catch yourself talking yourself out of something. And with that said, let's sew. Okay, so now we're sewing, and to make this a bit quicker, we are going to chain piece. You know how much I love chain piecing and how much time it saves us. But if you prefer to sew them all in order, just go ahead and do that. You know, the only thing we need to watch out for is making sure that those corners, you know, are nice and crisp and that our seams are nested to prevent this big bulge of fabric right in the middle of our quilt block, okay? We will definitely need some trimming for this one. Let's just do that. And this one's bigger than my ruler. That's a first. But we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Okay, now that we have sewn and pressed and trimmed, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Very big one, the biggest one yet, I think, but you know, gorgeous nonetheless. I love this. Okay, I'm going to say it was totally worth all those squares you needed to cut. Do you agree? I just love these kinds of quilt blocks, you know, they are so satisfying and you just feel so proud of yourself once you're finished because they do really look stunning. Oops, here's Julieta. There you go. Thank you for doing this with me and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye.